Welcome, Librans. This is the bi-monthly for the month of Aquarius for you Aquarius. Librans, this is a bi-monthly for the month of October, November, end of October, beginning of November. Okay, so what we're seeing here, Librans, I see you Librans are dealing with an Aries, and somehow Aries have gotten some of you Librans in some sort of a problem. I see delays for Aries. I see they have trapped an Aries, whoever this Aries is and whatever this Aries have done. This Aries did something that was not above water and they have trapped an Aries. It's like an Aries tried to get some sort of information and they trapped this person. They're now going to be recognizing how really jealous and dishonest a Gemini man or woman is, and what a Gemini man or woman did to accomplish a whole lot of money. And I see now they're going to be recognizing that a Gemini woman along with an Aquarian did something that was not above water, and they're now going to be finding out that an Aries have created and used another person's resume in order to accomplish a higher salary, and they're now going to be recognized that this Aries is working on someone else's resume and is not this Aries don't have the qualification. Okay, so it's as if a Gemini and an Aries copy another person data and information and was using it to get a higher job without any qualification. And they're going to be catching this Aries. They now recognize the secret of this Aries and how this Aries was copying people CV and curriculum and was using it to get jobs for other people on the false. So it's as if this Aries was getting illegal in and was copying someone else's data and CV, and they trapped this Aries. Now I see they recognize that this Aries and a Libran was working and formulating some sort of a deceptive plan to getting illegal people to work and creating a resume for these people. Okay, so I see they now recognize and caught a Gemini and recognize over what a Gemini has done in order to get a lot of money and formulated some sort of a documentation and use someone else's data and information to apply for some sort of a loan or investment. They caught this person. Okay, so Librans, you're dealing with a theft of a whole lot of money, and you could have took someone else's identity in order to get in a country, and they're now recognizing what you Librans have done. So it is a theft of money and someone else's identity, a contract, and you Librans are now caught because now a Sagittarian person is the one that tried to use someone else's data and information together with a Virgo to get you Libran in a country, and they shut it down. So who are you dealing with? You're dealing with a very dishonest Gemini person, a Sagittarian person. They're now recognizing that a Sagittarian person was selling documentation position. This is this person is a recruiter. The Sagittarian is a recruiter and was selling data and information and was creating resume for people, getting people in country on the false pretend, getting them in international drive without the correct qualification. And they're now going to be recognizing. So a Sagittarian from another country is going to be picked up. They recognize, because I see they held on you Librans, and you Librans gave up an Aries and say that the Aries was the one that gave you a curriculum vitae to get into a country and to get into some sort of an international company. So A lot of you are going to be recognizing and finding out that a Gemini and an Aries have been selling data and information for a long time. They are recruiters. And they get people in European countries, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, by copying European curriculum vitae and creating a new one for someone else that had no qualification. But these people were buying information, documentation, diplomas, and was using other people's information and getting people. And a Sagittarian has been running this business for a very long time. Is a very dishonest person. This is a Sagittarian, and a Gemini has been doing it. So they're Virgo, and a Gemini has been doing it. So they try to get in this Virgo on this plan, but the Virgo used someone else recognized what this recruiter was doing. And the Virgo was not aware, the Gemini was not aware that this person had given up a recruiter and tell what was going on. So they're now recognizing that a Sagittarian and a Virgo have been creating this international corporation and getting people all over the world to work. But by doing that, they are getting people data and information and qualification and selling it to the highest bidder. So a lot of you are going to be finding out that the recruiters company that you have been working with, they are the one who has been frauding and falsifying. Data and information. And, you know, the government needs to stop this recruiter company. You don't know who is behind it. You just upload your CV, then you get some message that, oh, this company, that company, I've looked at your CV. It needs to be stopped. Because I know of a fact, and the next person, the next company that is I'm going to shed light on is this recruiter company. And I see that they're coming in Europe now, and the government needs to shut down this recruiter company, because this recruiter company is selling people data and information. I have also gotten a job with this recruiter company, and they're falsifying, and I see they're coming in Europe and it's pushing and having reclama on television in Europe, and European government needs to shut down this recruiters company. And trust me, I am not going to be backing down, because I worked for them and I know how they do business. They have been selling and using people's CV, and is whenever you're doing an interview, you don't see they're asking you a question, you need to upload the thing. No, ladies and gentlemen, you don't know where your interview, because your interview can change and they put another face on your interview, because some people cannot do an interview. So ladies and gentlemen out there, I say to you, stop going to recruiters company. Let them find something else to do. They are the one that is selling your data and information. And uneducated people cannot get a job because these false recruiters company is creating. If you watch Twitter, I think 2-3 months ago, I tweeted that because someone has asked me for my CV. And when I was trying to find out if the company know who was that person, they had no idea who is that person. So they're asking uneducated people for their CV and is using it. It is a criminal situation, and they're using PLC .com PLC, okay? And those are criminals who are making email address, and these are recruiters. And I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, when you are applying to a company for a business, go on the company website, because that was the thing. Someone reached out to me via LinkedIn, and that's another thing. Stay away from LinkedIn, okay? Because whatever is happening, there is someone that is sending and attaching to your contact person, because someone on LinkedIn, a whole colleague of mine on LinkedIn, reached out to me and say to me, hey, send me your CV. By the time I go back and I recognize, and I recognize that whoever the person that sent the company and PLC, they were criminals. And I throw it out on thing there directly what was happening. And I think, you know, this is a sick society. We're becoming in a sick society. And I'm advising Librans, if you're applying for a job, go on the company website and make sure you check it 3 times to recognize is the company website, because a lot of these recruiters company, or they need to shut it down. Governments need to shut down recruiters company. If you are an international drive, you need to have a personnel officer, someone who is trustworthy that can go through all of the new application on your website. That is why in companies we have personnel officers, and a lot of companies are trying to save back on labor costs, and is losing and is getting people in trouble, and a lot of people are losing their identity because of these recruiters company that is set up by criminals, and they're not checking these criminals, these recruiters company. I mean, any international corporation, you must have, the most important thing is a personnel officer, okay? And a personnel officer should be trained, because I'm telling you, a huge problem that has created personnel officers who are not trained, are not aware that they can't copy people key and enter people house, okay? Because they want to find dirt on people, okay? If you are trained as a personnel officer, you will know that it's a criminal offense, okay? But, you know, there are some people who just mentally not righted, okay? So, stop connecting to these recruiters company. Go directly to the company. You know that your data is protected there, and if the company use your data, and if your data and information, you can sue the company, okay? All right, you can sue the company. Stop. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, stop using recruiters. These recruiters are criminals. They just put on their whiteboard criminal clothes and is using people qualification, information, and data in order to set up a criminal intention of getting people and letting people pay under the table, because it's not coming out in their books, because they're getting the pay and the money in another form. Okay, so that whole thing about this thing there, BB coin, stay away from it. Okay, triple B coin, stay away from all triple B. If you can't see the money, you let it go. So whatever triple B and whatever people are saying, that is why they have electronic money to hide to hide how money is transferred, and this is what they're hiding. So be aware. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to follow me to the other side, I see they recognize that a contract and a whole lot of money was stolen. Okay, someone stole a contract and took a lot of money on the false pretend. They're now looking at a Gemini woman and recognizing the dishonor of a Gemini woman. This Gemini woman is a customer service person that stole someone data and information and took a lot of money on the false pretend. They have caught this customer service person. Then they're recognizing what a Sagittarian has been doing for a long time. A Sagittarian, as a recruiter, has been accessing people data and information. That is how a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpion person had get some sort of a contract in order to get in an international corporation and didn't have the correct qualifications. Okay, So peace is coming in, and I see whatever is happening and transpiring. You Librans was dealing with a Aries person, and they're now going to be recognizing, because they trapped this Aries person. They recognize that an Aries man and a Gemini man had some sort of a secret contract, and that was creating resume and selling it to people to get into international corporation. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. I am not lulling out of my mouth. So if you recognize, here is this paper. They were creating this resume, contracts, and documentation, okay? And it is an Aries person together with a Gemini man. This was the secret contract or of how to get people in international corporation and get people overseas. So they were creating secret documentation and secret resume in order to get people overseas. And now I see a Libran is going to be speaking the truth. I see you Librans are caught, and you Librans are now going to speak in the truth and said, a Sagittarian was the one who gave me some secret contract in order and gave me some someone else's resume in order to get in. Follow us to the other side. Let's see what is coming out. Namaste.